and some of these housewives don't really like to talk about it as much.
Yeah.
We just saw you on Watch What Happens where, that game, and you were open to like BDSM and, handcuffs and food. And I think you said no to like toes, or you said no to one or two things, but you said yes to pegging. Now, I understand, as you told Andy Cohen, that you will not ever reveal the name of this person that you pegged, which, okay, I can respect that. Can you tell us if it was in the Bravo world?
I cannot tell you anything. And I will tell you, I don't love it, but if my partner is, that's like, we all have needs. I'm sure like not every guy likes to do oral and grip chicks, like if that's your thing and I'm there with you and I care about you, then I'm down for it. But I mean, like, it's not my like go-to move, it just, when you're with someone for a little while, you want to please them.
Right. Like, you're not saying like, okay, this is our second date and tonight my desire is to peg you. This is like on the top of my list.
Right. You have to be really sexually comfortable with someone to get it to that level. And we had been, seeing each other for a few months.
That makes sense. And listen, I didn't think you were going to tell me. Here's my question. Did you tell Andy after the show? Does Andy know?
Andy knows, yes.
We think he'll never tell, but okay.
He will never tell. Like, we have a very close relationship. We both know things about each other that we would never say. So yeah, no, it's a safe space with Andy.
What about, on Girls Trip, you said, Eva was on the top of your list, followed by Phaedra, followed by Tamra. Who just like in the Bravo world of housewives, or it could be another show like Vanderpump Rules, anything really. Anyone come to the top of your list of other housewives that would, or Bravolebrities that would be on top of your list that you would like to go there with?
I think that Lala Kent is hot, and she's on my podcast before, and she's stunning, and I know she's down to roll. I mean, she's been with girls before, is what I mean. So, I mean, if if I'm picking, not that I want that to happen, but you're asking me to pick someone, and I think that she would make a great housewife.
Lala has been on this show twice. She is phenomenal. And can I just tell you, Lala's the name that I had written down, that as gay as I am, that's who I would choose. And that's who I would choose for you too. Hand to God. That's what I was thinking.
Yep. She's naughty and she's beautiful and she's sexy. Why not?
And she's told you that she's into girls before.
Well, we saw it on the show. Didn't she like make out with Ariana like in the back of the car? It was a long time ago, but yeah, I remember that.
She would be my top choice for you. That's literally who I was thinking.
That's so funny.
You guys would be hot. Who would you least like to sleep with out of your girls' trip?
Oh, Vicky. I mean, I like Vicky. I'm not going to say I love her, but Vicky, I started to like her right when the trip was over. I started to understand her a little bit more, but there's just so many things that I disagree with her on. So yeah, I mean, hopefully she's getting it. She's got a hot boyfriend.
Do you feel from Girls Trip, is that who you kind of walked away? Like, who did you walk away kind of least close to, or just less close to?
I mean, I think it's Taylor and Vicky. I mean, Taylor and I didn't really, well, first of all, I didn't know that we had those problems because it's been 10 years and I have not heard from her. But she's a little hard to get to break down the walls, and you don't know if she's doing it for camera or doing it because she actually feels this way, because that was a lot of emotion that I never, like, it's been 10 years. Like, are we doing, where's the kid? Like, it just went cat meme. All right, somebody needs attention. But I'm not saying I wouldn't like to get to know her more. It just didn't happen on the trip.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, and by the way, the other name I had written down is Larsa Pippen from Real Housewives of Miami.
Oh, nice. I was thinking Ciara from Summer House because she's perfect.
She's drop dead gorgeous as well.
Yeah.
See, you and I know, Brandi. We just know, you just get the sense. Would you do Girls Trip again if they asked?
Absolutely. It was so fun. It was like Housewives all jammed into 8 days, where it's like, you don't get to run away and go call your best friend and plan what you're going to say or complain. It's like, okay, be ready in an hour. We're going back out with a person you just had a fight with. And I'm like, fuck, I was hiding under my bed sometimes because I didn't want to leave. I don't want to leave my room again.
You're like, just get me out of here. Did you guys did kind of, right. I didn't realize Taylor still had these issues either. I mean, she was on my podcast and she kind of brought them up, but I didn't realize she was going to bring them up on national TV, but apparently there they are. You guys ended like in a decent place. Like, where are you today? I mean, like, have you texted? Have you spoken since?
Well, I congratulated her on the Orange County thing. I mean, I knew it a long time ago. I kept my big fat mouth shut. I'm so proud of myself. But when Andy's like, don't fucking say it, I don't fucking say it. No, I just said congratulations. And then we're all on a group text. And I talk a lot to Phaedra. I talk a lot to Tamara. And that's, Eva's always working, but we'll text on occasion. And that's really, I mean, Jill and Dorinda, yes, I keep in touch with. I guess I keep in touch with everyone, just not really Taylor and Vicky.
Do you think, I mean, you accused, well, not accused, you said on Watch What Happens that Jill was the thirstiest out of everyone. I know, like what you just mentioned about Taylor, like you said, you really thought that she was kind of playing it up for the camera and this was kind of her audition for RHOC. Like, do you still stand by that Jill is the thirstiest out of all
Well,
these?
let's be clear. I love Jill, and she's the one that said that. So I didn't feel bad saying it because she's like, oh, I'm the thirstiest. I'm not even thirsty. I'm hungry. And I'm like, okay, girl, like if she's saying that about herself and I love Jill, why can't I say it? Especially since she outed the Tamara situation before Tamara got a chance to say it, because they were going to say it on Watch What Happens Live, but she preempted it. And I'm like, girl, why?
That could not have gone over well with Mr. Andy Cohen, I would guess.
I mean, my guess is that if she was going back to Legacy, she might have fucked herself. I don't know if she was going back, but because they wait till the last minute to tell the girl, so they don't even know yet. But like, I feel like Jill shoots herself in the foot, like recording Andy that time, and then doing this, big reveal ahead of when he wanted to do it. It's not good. I feel like she probably was going to go back to Legacy, and she still might, but I think he was pretty pissed. I'd be pissed.
And you really think, like, right, because she did the record, you really think that something like this, like revealing this Tamara thing, really could kind of put the nail in your coffin?
Yeah, I mean, they had a plan to do it on Watch What Happens Live, and it couldn't have gone better because then Taylor, the way that Tamara did it was amazing, but we already knew it because of Jill. So it was like, okay, I love how they handled it with the orange and everything. I thought it was great. But the surprise was ruined, and that sucks.
It does. And I'm not shading Jill either, but I agree with you. It's just like, Jill, just if you're this close, just keep your head down. You obviously want to go back, which is okay. And nothing wrong with being thirsty, but just keep your head down and stay out of it.
Right. Well, I think ultimately what happened was that I know that Tamara called Vicky to let her know